Have you finished your English class? You put for the English class? Yes, not yet. I have a class for today. As I have already finished, I have done most of it. How about you? I have already mine. Yes, it is about tables in different cultures. That sounds difficult. Mine is using English Apple. I like that it is your portal for a reporter. It looks so tight every photo takes some space around it. How to do that? First, I put the photos on some paper and I use the ruler to help me put it into place. I could never deal with this kind of artwork. Stacy paints the stories. Had this look at the airport. First, it's an airport in London. When I was a lot, I took the pictures. In my post, every picture tells a story. That's a good idea. In sense, uh, you you have already done a good job. I'm happy to be here to share with you my English example experience to use English Apple. When I was in London, I picked up many new English words when I was in, because I had to use them every day. I learned some new English words when I ordered food from a meal, and you spoke with the waiters in English. Using English sounded not be difficult for me. When I was in Italy, I also feel comfortable when I use English in Italy. I use simple English to talk with their people. For example, I felt I asked in motel I asked where are you? Someone will answer from yourself. We all understand each other well. When I was talk with it is important my type to airports. I'm no longer able to spoke with foreigners English. Thank you, listen. I went to see a Taiwanese opera at temple yesterday. Someone found it boring. Are you bored? Not so exciting. I could never science anything like this. I understand the story. Yes, I did. In fact, I'm surprised. It's not difficult. It's not difficult for me. Are you also interested for the Taiwanese airport? Yes, it's important part in our cultures. So sometimes the story sometimes very inspiring. Like its face paint in Japan, the authors always wear the masks in opera. Sichuan opera, the author also wear masks, and the regular keep changing his masks and keep changing quickly keeps of his masks always surprise people. AC it was it was to be fun to wear some masks in and so pen some masks and wait in allowance this year. Good idea. I can touch you have some face painting. We can draw the mask together. How can we start? How about right now? Let's lose my face paint. I like it. It was so good. Cause but I'm not beside of my head. Season opera is an interesting of traditional arts work. It's a special typing and it's a special part and type in opera. Someone enjoys its stories, music, and quick changing of masks and the costumes. The exciting part is quick changing of masks. The author quicker touches and the different creatures, different masks appear in his pants. He can do this up to 16 times in one shot. Different tasks stand for different creatures. For example, Monkey King, Chow Chow, even Spider-Man. How can do this mask? How can do the author can? How do the author can quick changing of masks as records? No one knows the story. No one knows this except but season of authors. To know the circles could have to grow up the season of our family and become season of our author himself.